Hi everyone. Hi, it's me again, it's Malu Readings. Today is Learning Monday, and we are going to be learning today about something different or something new. Today we are going to be talking about psychometry and telepathy. We already touched a little bit about psychometry already, but I want to get a little bit more deeper because it's really something that it could be amazing, and they were saying that it's something that it could happen, and for you to be able to tap and see if you have that ability is need, or you will need more information. So as you know, psychometry is the ability to be able to touch an object or touch something. It could be a person, it could be, like I said, an object, and you're gonna start receiving information. The psychometry, as I said before, is a sub-ability of clairsentience. Clairsentience is the ability of feeling clearly things, that we talk about it already. So when you are having a psychometry, you are touching, so you are sensing, you are feeling something through that. Another ability that manifests is clairognism, because when you touch, you're gonna know. It's like that feeling. You are feeling first, you are receiving through the energy of that object, and then you are knowing if this person or to who or what happened. Uh, so that's why clairsentience is the first, and is the ability that is working first, and then the clairognism coming at the second time. Sometimes clairvoyant could be shown, because, or clairaudience too, but they're going to be working more, I will say, like maybe um, as a helper. I would say, like this, okay, let me get in, let me help you with this so you can get a better idea. So, psychometry, how you know that you can have psychometry? First, if you did the exercises about clairsentience, about feeling, trying to feel other people's energy, or feel around you, and try to see how your clairsentient ability or how your empath ability work with you, and most of the time you feel it's more like a normal kind of sensing. You don't feel connected, you don't feel emotions about people. That means that maybe clairsentient don't work for you that way. So now, if you want to see if you have psychometry, what you're gonna do is just can first have an object of someone that you know, or at least have a better idea of that person. Not that you know completely a lot of that person, but enough, and just touch it and see what you feel. If the most of the time at the beginning, you're gonna start feeling it is more like a male or a female, maybe just some emotions towards that. Remember, because it's clairsentient, you're gonna be able to be, the first thing that you're gonna be able to feel or receive is going to be about the energy of the person, the maybe the gender, maybe how that person feel, is have some kind of emotions in there, and from that you can continue allowing the messages and information keep moving forward. Then you can go and do it with a person that you don't know. I can tell you, I can do it, but I'm not that. I do it more with photos, or uh, maybe with jewelry, maybe. But I can tell you that my sister, she's really good at that. We used to play with that a lot. Like I get things from people. Even at one time, it was like a pencil or something like that. She was able to say. So it can be fun. So when you are trying to figure it out, don't forget to have fun. Don't push yourself. Even with the other abilities, this is about having fun, knowing who you are. I love to do this. I enjoy. I kind of like, yes, I push myself in the minute that I try to be my best. I try to understand, not because I want results, more about understanding how that worked for me. When you put that, believe me, it's going to be so easy for you. So do it that way. Don't try to see or put those expectations about this or that, or you want this ability and not this one. No, 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 no. Be happy, be grateful for whatever or whichever ability you have, and let it flow. I can tell you, the others one that maybe are not that strong are going to show themselves. They're going to be there in a, maybe in a less or more not that strong way, but they are going to show, and that's the important thing at the end, right? To be able to keep working and learning and understanding who you are. So let's go with that first. Now, now that we talk about psychometry, now you have a better idea. Let me see if I'm not so, okay, so another thing before I continue, they just show me this. I love when they do the classes. They show me that another way that you're gonna know that you have psychometry is because you're gonna have the sensation of touching things. By example, you are doing, and this is happened with the tarot cards. That's why, in my case, I don't like people touching my tarot cards because I don't need their energy in my card to read them, right? Because I'm a clairsentient and I work like that. But maybe you are a clairsentient, but your ability is the psychometry, so you have the subability, not the clairsentient itself. So maybe when you're doing the card for someone else, by example, do it first without the person reading and start trying to read the cards. Maybe the person is going to tell you, yeah, I get it, that yes, is it still good, is it still like resonate with that, but not like completely strong. And then make the person do another question about something else, and that let that person to kind of shuffle the cards and cut the cards and everything, or you can do it, but let the person maybe choose touching the cards and choose the cards. Whatever it is, you need the person touching the cards. I prefer when that happens to let the people shuffling the cards and they doing the kind of the cuts and whatever, and put it in just one piece of just in one way, and then I just start doing the spread with the cards. Then you're gonna know in that moment if the person kind of really spot on like everything, and even you put attention how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel more connected, you're gonna feel that you are receiving more energy because your ability is psychometry. It's not it is yeah, it's clairsentient, but it's more like a psychometry. It's your ability, so that's why. So again, then you're gonna have the feeling of touching things. By example, when every time that I go with a friend and we are doing this paranormal investigation, so trying to find ghosts and stuff like that, there are moments that no matter that I'm not a psychometry himself, I need to touch it because my psychometry subability, because I'm clairsentient, is in that moment trying to show a little bit. I'm not gonna receive a lot of energy or a lot of information, but that's the way for me or my clairsentient in that moment to touch, to kind of connect with the energy. Okay, so psychometry, but that's sometimes, but psychometry people, they need to touch things every time that they have something that they want to kind of receive information or they're talking about this, they're going to have that feeling of touching things. Okay, sweetie, so put attention to that things too. Do you feel that you need to touch? When you touch something, you feel more. Maybe that's why you don't allow people to touch you. Maybe that's why you don't like people hugging you that much or touching you or getting too close to you that you touch them or something like that, because your psychometry is telling you, we don't need that kind of information right now. Your body is telling you. So, and that's when people that know me I don't like to be hugging a lot, but it's because of that. Okay, sweetie. So that's one thing. Now we are going to be talking about telepathy. People always saying, "Oh my God, how it is that you can see people's thoughts," or maybe people are going to tell you, "Read my mind," and you're gonna see that pretty often with certain people. Telepathy, I would say that yes, it's part of the claircognizant and clairaudience ability. That is kind of a subability of those two. But telepathy in itself is not about reading people's mind or reading people's thought. It's more like you are receiving people's thought. Telepathy is the ability to be able to receive and send thought to other people. By example, you like in a radio station, you need people that hearing and you need people that sending the energy, the music or whatever. So for you to know if you are a better receiver or you are a better sending, or maybe you are both, okay, because we have a few people that they can receive and send at the same way. Most of the time it's going to be or you're a receiver or you're a sender. What you're gonna do, you're gonna first, the most easiest way to practice and try to see, find someone that you know, sit down and have the person go basics. Go with simple, maybe number 1 to 5, number 1 to 10, and you go moving forward. Maybe colors, right? Basic colors: black, white, orange, purple, blue. Normal colors, not magenta or whatever. Don't go crazy, just normal color or the basic colors. You have to put the rules in how you want to do it. So you're gonna say that person first. I want to for you to think, just think like really strong, like I really think about feeling it, seeing it, and see you can find like you're gonna do kind of the same as you're doing with the center cards, something like that, like make maybe 10, 12 questions. So not, you don't have to get to the 25, and just ask, give yourself some time and write it down, or tell the person, uh, again, this is not in here. You cannot see future. You're not gonna see in the what he's going to think next, because it's not way to do it. So, but you wouldn't see how it works. Do it in different times of the day, or when you feel. Never do it when you feel tired, because it's not going to work. Check the best time of the day and put attention how you're feeling. Remember that every ability have a way to make you feel first, or kind of show before you have that ability talking to you. Okay, eventually you're not gonna need to be putting attention to those kind of things, because you're just gonna know, or you just not you're just going to know. It's just that you just are so aware, you are so used to have your abilities working, that is not needed. But for now, you put attention how it's manifesting first before you get the information. If you feel that you did good, then just send the person to kind of, you're gonna be thinking about something, and the person is going to say it. This is a little bit tricky, because if the person is not a receiver, this is not going to work. So, but it's a way for both of you to keep looking. You can do it with other people and see, compare how it works. Okay, sweetie, most of the time the telepathy, no, it's not that you're gonna hear a voice in here, or you're gonna hear the thought itself. The way that it's going to work is just like a thought come to you, or just like a feeling of a thought come to you. Okay, by example, someone is thinking in black, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, you're thinking about this. I just knew that the person was thinking about something, and maybe not word by word, but I knew. You are not going to be always 100% exactly saying exactly what the person was thinking. You're just going to be able to describe the thought that that person was. So that means that you're receiving or you're sending. So, but that's the way. Telepathy could be tricky, and it could take some time, but it's so fun. Again, have fun. When we allow them to manifest through you, it could be so much fun to work with and do everything that we need to do and stuff like that. So that's the way that you're gonna be doing with telepathy. We are going to be soon, now in August, we're going to be starting to talk about spirits and start learning about spirit, how you're going to be protecting yourself about spirit. We're going to go, I want to go a little bit slower, because we need to keep practicing. We need to keep talking about this ability. We need to keep protecting ourselves, doing everything that we need. I want you to make sure that you know how to connect with your psychic part, or the human part. Okay, sweeties, in a better way, so that way when the spirits start talking and manifesting with you, you will know how to difference, they are the one connecting with you, etc. Okay, sweetie, so it's going to be now it's going to be a lot of talking. We are going to be learning how to read candles as well, and other things. Let's see how everything. Another thing that I want to take advantage, now that we're talking about all of this stuff, is like I'm going to be starting putting some kind of spells, and invocations, and in the page, as the spell of the month and stuff like that. So something that I want to talk right now is like you have to be really, really serious and careful when you're doing rituals. I'm gonna be posting some information about rituals now that in August we are going to be starting finally to do the spell of the month. But when you're doing rituals, it's just a way to manifest things. You can do it in the way that you want it. You can put an altar, you can have your quartz. Not always is necessarily to have a candle, uh, because we have what it is, the mental power, or the being a mental person. But sadly, a lot of us, we are get so used to in day by day that, and we had to so many emotions going on that we allowed those to get in the mirror and get negative. So the candles are always good, and I always recommend it, like that one, because that way I always remind myself to stay positive, to stay focused in the intention and the manifestation that I want to create with that candle, with that ritual. There are things that will need maybe a little bit more to create or to prepare, because they need another energy going on. Rituals are more for people that really are looking to manifest, and portray their energy in another way, and not something that they have to be thinking all the time. When you're using your manifestation or your mental power to create those kind of things, you have to do it every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and not allow negativity to get into your mind. So that's why it's so important sometimes to learn how to do rituals, because of that. Okay, sweetie. So now that you know all of this stuff, I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna be putting more information about rituals and how to prepare, and candles, how to work with candles and stuff like that. Okay, sweeties. And again, if you have questions, please put a comment. I will be more than happy to answer to you. Thank you again. Have a good day.